one famous fly and a 2-minute tip for you. You join me here on the banks of the River Erne. We're in the very last day of August, and this is only about the second or third time I've been out in the river this year, so it's been a bit of a struggle to get out with the lockdown and that, but I'm here now. Quite a nice day, going to give it a go. But before I start, I thought I'd do this wee 2-minute tip for you. This is one that I use occasionally. I'll say there's caveats how you use this, but it's handy in the right circumstances. I find it's particularly useful when I'm in deep water wading and you need to change a dropper fly, or you lose a dropper fly, and trying to get back to the bank to tie up a new leader or try to tie the new tippet section in the river while you're up to your sort of knickknacks in water is a bit difficult. Have a couple of these with you and it just saves a wee bit of time, but as I say, there are caveats to how you use this. So the idea is that you've got your tippet here, and you've broke or lost your dropper. So what you do is have in your box some lengths of your chosen tippet material. Here in this case I'm using 4-pound fluorocarbon, and tie a wee section up, maybe about 6 inches long, with a perfection loop on the end. Now I'm not going to go into how to tie a perfection loop, there's plenty of videos online how to do it. It's a wee bit tricky, but once you've mastered it, it's really easy. Perfection loop, and it's up to you whether you put a fly on the end of that or not, but you want a wee section, maybe about 4 to 5 inches long, allow a wee tag end for putting the fly on. You can either have them already made up with flies, or you can just have the wee loops. And where your dropper is on your leader, basically if it's too short or you've lost your fly, just nip the dropper off, just take it off, but leave the knot, and then you get your wee bit length of nylon with your perfection loop on it. I've got one here, get that, with your wee perfection loop on the end. I know it's going to be kind of hard to see in the camera, but trust me, there's a perfection loop and a wee bit line with a fly. It's a wee bit of a long leader this, but nonetheless. And you just basically loop it round the line and pass your fly through the loop. And now, do that. So now you've got a new replacement dropper. This one's ridiculously long, it's too long, but you've got a new dropper back on your line and you're ready to go fishing. It only takes you seconds to do. Now, one of the negatives to this, and I'm sure you've clicked on it already, is that this isn't fixed. It's not going to slide down. It's unlikely the loop's going to come slack enough to allow it to slide down over that knot. That's never been my experience with it, but it isn't going to stop it from moving up the way. Now the problem with that obviously is if you catch a fish, smaller fish than that is fine, but if your plan is to target a personal best or some monster fish, I would probably recommend that you get out the river and tie on a new dropper properly. This isn't going to be ideal where you've got something that can pull against the line and that, because you're going to get slack into your line. But for your average fish up to a couple of pounds maybe in a river, you'll get away with this. If you want to use it in any other circumstances, that's entirely at your own risk. Depends how much of a hurry you're in to change your dropper, but it's a functional replacement where you can't be bothered getting out the river. And I've used it a few times and it's never caused me a problem, but I've never been in a situation where I've been lucky enough to see a personal best fish in front of me that I wanted to go for. But that's it, 2-minute quick droppers. And it gets you out of fix, especially when you're deep wading. Hope you found that useful. So I'm just going to get onto the river now and get fishing. So if you enjoyed that wee video, I would appreciate if you like and subscribe to the channel. The wee button's down here somewhere, or down here, whichever side, I think it's this side. And if you want to be notified about any future videos, just hit the wee bell button, and in future you'll get a notification by email telling you that I've got a new video online. So catch us later, bye.